As we greet with wonder and uncertainty the coming and the happenings of this new day, how can we keep from singing? As we see holiness in ordinary places, where people in all their depth and mystery work and play, laugh and cry, where life is cherished, sustained, and handed on, how can we keep from singing? As we oppose all that denies life in its fullness and variety, in our lives, our communities, our world, how can we keep from singing? As we weep over injustice, rejoice in goodness, love outrageously, how can we keep from singing? As we affirm our hope for tomorrow and our faith in the indefinable, how can we keep from singing? God, the promise of life in little bodies and tiny seeds, we seek eyes that wonder at the mystery of the earth. God, the promise of life in the fragile wings of a butterfly, we seek to know our part in the intricate pattern of being. God, the promise of life in a child's trusting hands, we seek to make the way of wholeness and peace. God, the promise of life in friendship and companionship, we seek to understand the miracle of every shared meal. The joy of the morning and the sorrow of the day are interwoven. Lament. Sing a song of sadness for the miseries of the world that venom every hour. For people dying unheeded, untended, from weather, hunger, and the ways of humanity. For children crying where nobody hears. For people turned away from places they dream of calling home. For people sick and uncared for, dirty and unkempt. For people oppressed and longing for justice. Sing a song of sadness. For farmers who are lured to buy hybrid cotton seeds, white gold, to make them millionaires, then kill themselves with pesticides they can't afford. For the knowledge of the people being converted into the property of global corporations. For the perverted view that sees bees as thieves stealing pollen. Sing a song of sadness for the neglect and abuse of the earth and pollution of the sweet waters. For air unfit for breathing, soil unfit for growing, and the memory of sweet apple scent. Sing a song of sadness, walking across a field in the last light of a summer evening. Spirit of shadows and echoes, darkness and light, help us to be still in our dark moments, our waiting times, our uncertainties, so that we may hear in the silence the music of humanity. The Buddha was once asked, "What makes a person holy?" He replied, "Every hour is divided into a certain number of seconds, and every second into a certain number of fractions. Anyone who is able to be totally present in each fraction of a second is holy." There is nothing common about common life. It takes an awakened sense to see what is mysterious in each ordinary moment, to ponder in our hearts, to really see people and things, not our preconceptions of them. So on the threshold of a new day, look slowly and listen to the heartbeat of life. Be guided by love with justice and what makes our whole being sing. Step out into the uncertainty, celebrating, trusting, and open to each precious moment. God of words and wonderings, we are thankful for insights that show us straight lines are overrated. Logic and reason don't solve everything. The table is round and there's music in the air. Quiet moments, noisy moments, inspiring moments, voices that echo in our minds and become friends, all sorted conversations, seeds that don't stay where they are put, friends that encourage walking on air, which is not an element for walking on, earth supported, water washed, air blessed, fire inspired, bread and poetry, space to shape something both beautiful and useful, connections and process, being and becoming, today and tomorrow, which are different and always will be. Love, tangible and expressive, transform us. Joy, holy and earthy, uplift us. Peace of heart, home, and community be within us always. May we never lose sight of the possibility of transformation and be continually surprised by people who believe in one another.